The Magic Man. Turn it up.
I think I want to hold you. All right. Hey everyone, my name is Maverick, Magic Man McMonagle. Hi Golden Girls. It was very nice to meet you tonight. I am a traveling artist and healer, and this is my first time doing stand-up. Thank you. So, thank you to all the comedians. You all have really inspired me tonight, but thank you very much to the previous one because I feel a little less nervous about sharing this story. So I went to Ireland in February for my birthday for a month, and I went to a leprechaun museum. I went there and I had no expectations of what was going to happen, and they told a story that they told throughout time when they were going through the potato famine, which was very depressing time, but I feel like it's very relatable to all of us and how we're basically going through a worldwide depression. So I wanted to bring some Irish magic and the laughter that they brought towards their community, and maybe this would transcend somewhere else. And I know this might not be the most standard comedian type of work out here, but I'm just gonna give it a shot. So basically there's this Irish man who has one cow left, and he has a choice to make to either sell his cow for money or to keep his cow for food for the winter. And so he actually ends up deciding to sell his cow for money, and he is celebrating that night. So he goes to the pub, and, well, he has a beer to celebrate. Well, an Irish man can't just have one beer, right? So he has another beer with his friend, and then the group of friends come through, and they're having a birthday celebration, and he has another beer with them, and you get the story, right? He's wasted by the end of the night. And so he leaves the bar at the end of the night, and he goes and he sees in the store that there's a new pair of boots, and he's looking out at his boots, and he's like, wow, these are some shitty boots. I really deserve these new boots. So he buys this new pair of boots for himself, and he's all proud, and he's probably like this going home, and he goes to his wife, and he's like super excited, and she's like, what the fuck, you just spent all of our money. What are we gonna do for the winter? Which is actually like real, like what? And then she gets really mad, and she goes to see the leprechaun, and and she asks the leprechaun like to give her all of his gold because she's in a frantic state. And the leprechaun is like, actually that's not real, I don't have any gold to give you. And so she's like, but he's like, well, I do have something I can give you. I can give you 3 wishes. And so she's like, fine. And she picks him up and puts him in her pocket. And she's like walking down, and she's just like, she sees in the mirror in the shop, she's like, wow, I wish I could have that beautiful silver spoon that just is so beautiful. And the leprechaun goes, well, I could make that happen for you. She's like, oh no, I couldn't. And then like that, the spoon is in her hand, and she freaks out, and she's like, ah, they're gonna think I stole this. So she runs all the way home, and her husband's like, what the fuck? You holding out on me? Like, where did you get that money to buy this silver spoon? And so, so she gets really pissed off, and she wishes for that silver spoon to go up his ass. And, and so he's writhing in pain at this point. And she's really contemplating her next wish, because she's like, this guy, my husband, I guess he's kind of a nice guy. I can talk to him about all my woes and problems and all this stuff. But, you know, I'm not really sure. And so she ended up, her last wish, she wishes for the ladle to come out of his ass. And so what I liked about the storyteller that shared this story at the Leprechaun Museum was to think about, if you have any like silver spoons in your house, to really consider where they've been. And you might, I don't know, up to you, you might want to go wash it a few times, because you're not really sure. I thought it was a great story, and it made me giggle a lot. So, there we go. And that's really all I had to share. And so that's the Magic Man for you tonight. Thank you.
Hell yeah, Maverick, Magic Man.